Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Who could do such a terrible thing?
Smell, the stud farm owner. I saw him in Skalitz a few times. His poor widow.
Ask.
I can come back later if you...
No. I saw you came with the soldiers, and the sooner you know everything, the sooner you'll catch those savages.
I'm sorry to trouble you, ma'am, but could you tell me about the raid?
The noise woke us up, me and Smill. We thought the horses were restless, or maybe some drunk had staggered here from the inn.
Do you get drunks coming here a lot?
Sometimes, but not this time. My husband went out to see what was going on. Then I just heard loud voices and screaming. It's so stupid. It didn't even occur to me at first that something could have happened to Smill. I didn't find out until the morning.
Did you recognize any of the voices you heard?
No, but they spoke Czech, cursing like demons, even at each other.
At each other? They quarrelled?
Yes. Something must have happened.
And where did you hear this noise?
Everywhere. It was chaos. I don't even know how many of them there were.
I mean at the very start. Do you remember where you heard the noise come from then?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you get a look at them? There's one man, huge and dressed all in black. Did you see him?
No, I didn't.
Who should I question about the raid? Did anyone here see anything?
From what I've heard, Mark was the first one to wake. It might be a good idea to talk to him.
Ginger was sleeping in the stable. He might have seen something. Jakob, the old stable boy. He even fought with them.
I don't know of anyone else. Goodbye.
Have How could anyone be so cruel? They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that? They really did slaughter them. They really did slaughter them. Why would anyone do that?
Another useless soldier coming to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
I'm not a soldier. I'm one of the survivors from Skalitz.
I see, lad. Well then, what do you need to know?
What in the world happened here?
The bastards attacked us. At night, a little before dawn.
And how did you come by that wound?
I heard someone talking, so I went to look outside. Then I saw what they'd done to the horses. I shouted at those bastards, caught one by the cloak and started beating him.
Without a weapon? With just your fists?
Yeah, but he cut me pretty good, the fucker. Lucky for me, the others started to come out then, so the raiders ran. All that's left is his cloak.
And you've got no idea why they did it?
Something must have gone wrong for them. They ran off without taking anything.
There's one man in particular. Huge. Dressed all in black. Voice loud enough to crack stone. Did you see him?
Who the fuck do you think half killed me?
So he really was here. The bastard. Can you help me?
How?
You know the area. How can I figure out which way they went?
They left in a hurry. You could see if there's a fence knocked down, or a gate. God be with you.
So much blood. It leads to the pond.
This one got it in the back. And there's more of them over by the main stables.
How could anyone be so cruel? Poor wretch. He must have crawled here. If it was the horses they were after, there'll be even more of them by the main stables. Are you well?
Leave me alone. Go away.
Look, I know that it's difficult.
But I only need you to answer a few questions. I'm here because Sir Radzig sent me.
Sir Radzig?
Yes.
What do you need to know?
What actually happened here?
They killed the animals and... Why did they kill them?
Did they take anything?
No.
Think carefully now. How did it all start?
We heard the animals, their shrieks, then Smill. He shouted, and they murdered him.
You're certain it was the animals first, and then Smill? Not the other way round?
I'm certain. I'd never heard a sound like that before. Now I'll never forget it.
What happened after that?
We ran outside and it was chaos. Animals were dying, the stables were burning, and those demons everywhere.
The stables were already burning. Didn't that happen after they fled?
No, it was to set the blaze when they arrived.
You said they were demons?
No, just vermin. Worthless human vermin.
How many of them were there?
Not many. There were just a few that came after us, but more round the back. I heard them yelling at each other.
So they were yelling because of all the noise?
No, something happened. They quarrelled.
In the back? Where?
Towards the woods. To the north. They were trying to get away.
So some of them were running away and the others were fighting?
Aye. For a time. Then more of us came out and we fought back, so the others fled as well.
Where? Where did they run to?
To the north. Into the woods.
Thanks. That's all I needed to ask.
God be with you.
How could anyone be so cruel? How could anyone be so cruel?
Why you?
How could anyone be so cruel?
What did you ever do to anyone?
See what they did here? Kill them! Find those horse hunters, kill them!
No, this can't be true.
Such senseless brutality. They slaughtered horses as well as people, and yet it seems they didn't take anything. How could anyone be so cruel?
What? Who's there?
Easy. I just came to ask...
I don't know anything.
Are you hurt?
No, nothing. Not a scratch.
What really happened here?
I don't know. Someone attacked. I don't know who.
You didn't happen to hear where they came from?
No! I didn't see a thing.
Tracks. Someone fled to the north. Aha! This wasn't done by animals. They must have gone into the woods this way. They went deeper and deeper, for sure. They went deeper and deeper, for sure.
No. I'm not going anywhere. That bastard really got me good.
How could it have gone so wrong? And who the hell brought those other fellows here? Fucking greenhorns. One killed that ginger brat from the farm, and then they sliced you up. We'll find those bastards, and I'll send them straight to hell myself.
But I'll already be there, waiting for them.
Don't talk that way. We'll get back to the camp, and they'll take care of you there.
No, my friend. I'm not long for this world. Go.
before someone finds us here. Don't worry about me. You know I can't leave you here. If they find you... I know. I wanted to do it myself. I don't even have the strength for that. What kind of nonsense is that? Christ's sake, what other options do I have? I won't make it to camp and you know it. You want to leave me here to die in agony? All right, then. The answer to my prayers. Just when I... No! Now. Boa Yeho! God! I'm fucking dying here. Nobody can match me with iron in their hands, and... some damn peasant kills me. Dagger covered in horse shit.
Why, it's a hoof pick. Someone in Neuhof must know more about it. There were bandits here. 2 of them. Right there to the north in the woods.
What? You saw them?
They attacked me and they're dead.
You killed them?
One of them. The other was already dying. He had this on him. It must be from the stud farm.
All right. Ask the folk here about it. I'll take the men and scout the woods. Take care now.
You don't know who this hoof pick might belong to? It's for cleaning hoofs, and so I thought that...
I know whose it is. Why do you ask? Where did you find it?
In the woods. The bandits who were still alive were talking about it.
My God. How could he?
I don't understand.
I don't even want to believe it.
What do you mean?
Ginger. He acted strange after the attack. Everyone was shaken up, but he couldn't even look me in the eye. And now he's vanished. Never said a word to anyone, just left.
Ginger, you say? Could he be mixed up in it? I can't believe he was working with them.
But why was he so nervous? And why did he run away?
I don't know. I'll try to find him and learn the truth about this whole thing.
After you do, please come and tell me what really happened. Even if it's just to say where his body is.
Do you know where Ginger could have gone?
Not an inkling. Jakob hired him. Try asking him.
Do you know where Ginger...
Not an inkling. God bless.
Do you know anything about this hoof pick?
Yeah, it's Ginger's. He had it made in Mate.
And who's Ginger?
Local stable boy. Red-headed. A surprisingly good lad.
Any idea where I might find this Ginger?
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
Look, I know how he looks. But Ginger is a fine fellow. I don't believe he had anything to do with the attack.
Where could he have fled to?
I might know. But you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
You have my word.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've always kept to themselves, you know, charcoal burners.
But the forest is full of folk like that. They could be anywhere.
Aye, except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the stud farm towards Rattay, you'll come across one of their camps. Only
what?
Ginger didn't go that way, though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Uzhitz.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke when they work. You'll smell them before you see them. And they need to be near water. There's that too.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them?
Exactly. Farewell. Yeah.
Good day to you.
I think Ginger is mixed up in it somehow.
Why do you say that?
Those bandits I found in the woods were talking about him.
They mentioned him by name?
Well, they said Ginger.
That is suspicious. but it could be a coincidence.
He acted suspiciously when I questioned him.
What do you mean?
Well, he was squirming and didn't really say anything.
He might just have been in shock.
The hoof pick I found on the dead bandit in the woods is his.
That is fucking suspicious.
He disappeared right after we found those bandits in the woods. And I think I know where he went.
Where?
To the charcoal burners. He has friends there.
We've got to find him. But if his friends really are hiding him, I doubt they'll talk to my men. You should search for him, Henry. Go, before the trail turns cold. I'll send a report to Rattay.
Very well, sir.
God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
My respects to you.
Do you know where I could find Ginger?
Who?
The stable boy from Neuhof. I've heard he's friends with some charcoal burners.
Ah, I know you mean. He went not long ago to the charcoal burners by Talmberg. And just follow the stream to the west. Farewell.
God be with you.
I'm searching for a stable boy from Neuhof. They call him Ginger.
Yeah, I know him right enough, but I don't know where he is now.
He's run away from the stud farm. I have to find him.
Well, he's definitely not here. Try the other charcoal burners camp downstream. Maybe he's there.
Take care now.
Yeah.
Come and
the matter? Come on! You call that combat?
You won't get away with this.
Smell.
Ask.
No.
I'm sorry. Do you get...
Sometimes. Then I just... It's so... I didn't find...
Did you... At each other?
Yeah.
I mean...
I don't know.
Did you get...
No.
Who?
Yeah. From what? I don't... Take care.
How could anyone be so cruel?
Another year.
I'm not a... What? And how did...
I shouted.
Without a weapon?
Yeah.
And you've got...
So?
There's one...
Who the...
So he really... Can you... You know the...
God be with you.
So much blood.
This one got it in the back. And there's more of them over by the main...
Poor wretch. He must have crawled here. If it was the horses they were after, there'll be even more of them by the main stables. Are you...
Leave.
Look.
But I ain't...
Yes.
What?
What act...
What?
Did they... Think carefully.
We then Smith.
You're...
I'm so... Now
What happened? The stable...
No.
You said they were...
No.
How...
Not many. There were...
So...
No. Towards...
So... Where? Thanks.
Good luck to you.
What?
Easy?
I don't know.
Are you hurt?
No.
What
I don't...
You didn't...
No! Aha! This wasn't done by animals. They must have gone into the woods this way.
They went deeper and deeper, for sure. They went deeper and deeper, for sure.
Get up. We've got to go before those villagers come snooping. Come on. We can make it.
No. I'm not going anywhere. That bastard really got me good.
How could it have gone so wrong? And who the hell brought those other fellows here? Fucking greenhorns. One kill that ginger brat from the farm, and then they slice you up. We'll find those... What do we got here? Entertainment. Great.
I'm fucking dying here. Nobody can match me with iron in their hands and... Some damn peasant kills me. Dagger covered in horse shit.
Why, it's a hoof pick. Someone in Nighthawk must know more about it. There were bandits.
What?
They attacked you? One of them. He had this.
All right. I'll take the men and scout. Good luck to you.
You don't know. It's for cleaning.
I know who's it.
In the woods.
My God.
I don't understand.
I don't even want...
What do you mean?
Ginger. He acted and now he's found it.
Ginger, you said? His behaviour...
So you noticed it too?
I can't believe...
But why was he...
I don't know. I'll try...
After... Even if it's just... Take care.
Do you know...
Yeah.
And who's...
Look.
Any idea?
Well...
What?
Look.
Where... You have my...
Sometime...
And where is that?
No idea.
But the forest is...
Aye.
Only what?
Ginger did...
But how can I find them?
There's always more...
So if I go through the woods...
Exactly. God be with you.
My respects to you.
I think Ginger... Those...
They've been...
Well, they said...
That is...
He acted...
What do you mean?
Well...
He might just have...
The hoof pick...
That is...
He disappeared.
Where?
To the charcoal.
We've got the... You should...
Very well, sir.
May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you.
I know it.
He's run away from the...
Well, God be with you. My respects to...
Do you... Who? The stable boy.
Oh, I know.
Take care now.
My respects to you.
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. Do you know where I might find him?
Well, if you go south from here, you'll come across Old Andrew's Inn on the road. If you go along the road from there to the east, you'll reach Neuhof.
I know where Neuhof is. The boy isn't there.
Ah, I see. I can't help you then. I've never noticed anyone of that description around here.
That's odd. The charcoal burners by the stream told me they know Ginger and that he comes to visit you.
Horseshit! They probably just said that to get rid of you. Nobody likes a stranger sticking his nose into their business.
It's the business of my liege lord. I'm here because of what happened at Neuhof, and that boy knows something about it. Let me talk to him.
Hold your horses. First, prove you're with the garrison.
How? You want me to bring the whole garrison here?
If there's no other way. Because there's been 2 brutes asking after him too. And they look like they'd cut his throat without blinking.
All right, I'll deal with them. And then you'll tell me where you've got Ginger hidden, right?
Right. You get rid of them, and I'll tell you.
So where can I find these bandits?
I'm not sure exactly. There's lots of places to hide around here. But they came and went over the bridge, so I reckon they must be somewhere between here and our neighbours.
That's a lot of woods to comb through.
Not all that much. There's a path around there somewhere leading to an abandoned camp. Take care now.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I don't know anyone called that. I'm not even from this part of the country.
What a shame. We're worried about him, but we can't seem to find him.
Truly, I haven't seen him. If I were you, I'd ask the charcoal burners.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for your advice.
What are you doing? Hey, who's there?
You're dead. Lost your wind? You going to cry? Yeah. I'll slaughter you. I'm gonna enjoy this. Jesus Christ. Is that... Come here, lily liver. You'll get what for. Boha Yeho. You're done for. Now. What's the...
What's going on there? What's that? Hey, who's there?
Who's there? What's going on there? Who's there?
Is there something you need? You're dead! What's the matter? Come on! You call that combat? Is that the best you can do? You'll get my boy. Bring it on! Gone weak at the knees, have you? I'm going to enjoy this. That's it. Come here, lily liver.
What's going on? Who's there? What's that?
Hey, who's there?
So you're the shooter. Now you're in deep shit. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Is that the best you can do?
You get what for?
Gone weak at the knees, have you? You're dead.
Come here, lily liver.
What's the matter? Come on!
You call that combat?
Is that the best you can do?
Is that all you've got? Kurva!
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Ha!
You get what for?
Ha!
I'll wring your neck. Fucker! Take that!
Yeah. Well landed. Bring it on. You call that combat? What? You'll get what for. God. What's that? What's going on there? Hey, who's there? Who's there? What's that?
What's that? You call that combat?
I'm going to enjoy this. Is that the best you can do?
What's the matter? Come on! Come here, lily liver.
What's that? What's going on there? What's that? Hey, who's there?
Is that all you've got?
Gone weak at the knees, have you? Come here, lily liver. You call that combat?
What's the matter? Come on! Bring it on!
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Is that the best you can do?
You're dead.
You'll get what for. Come here, lily liver. Is that all you've got?
Bring it on!
I'm going to enjoy this. I'll slaughter you. You're dead. You'll get what for.
What's the matter? Come on!
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Is that the best you can do?
Come here, lily liver.
Hey! I'm gonna enjoy this.
Is that all you've got?
Come here, lily liver. I'll slaughter you.
You call that combat? You'll get what for.
What's the matter? Come on!
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Ugh!
You're dead.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Bring it on. Is that all you've got?
Come here, lily liver. Bring it on! Is that all you've got? I'll slaughter you!
What's the matter? Come on!
You're dead!
Bring it on! There you are. Now you get what's coming to you.
What's the matter? Come on!
You call that combat?
I'm gonna enjoy this. Come here, lily liver.
What's that?
Hey, who's there?
You're dead. So it was you, you son of a bitch. Is that the best you can do? Enjoy this. You're dead. Gone weak at the knees, have you? Bring it on! Is that all you've got? I'm gonna enjoy this.
You'll get what for.
I'll slaughter you!
Gone weak at the knees, have you? You call that combat?
Come here, lily liver.
Is that all you've got?
gone weak at the knees, have you? You call that combat?
Oh.
What's the matter?
Call that combat. You'll get what for?
Is that the best you can do?
I'm going to enjoy this.
Come here, Lily River. What?
I'll wring your neck, you cur.
Call that combat.
Christ be...
I need help.
Is that so? What's the matter? Did you lose your way?
No, I found those bandits. They want to kill Ginger.
Fuck! We need him alive. How many of them are there?
Just 2, but they're tough-looking brutes.
We'll see about that. After them. Lead the way. Farewell.
Bring it on!
God, hunt!
Well, that's that.
Aye. There's less evil in the world now. It's just a shame we couldn't squeeze anything out of them. They probably could have told us some interesting things.
They would have talked if they meant to. What's done is done.
True. And how do you fare? Have you found anything?
Not yet. But with those 2 cutthroats out of the way, my work will be easier.
All right. All right. Come and talk to me once you find something, will you? Farewell.
Fuck! Are they still alive? The filthy bastards! They should have hanged for this. Shit! Still breathing? What up? Leave them here to rot. Make a nice morsel for the foxes. Good work, man. There's 2 fewer criminals to prey on honest folks. Now back. Hurry up. You call that combat?
Gone weak to the knees. news, have you?
My respects to you.
You don't have to worry about that.
Really?
If you want proof, I can take you to them.
I'll take your word for it. All right. There's an overgrown path that leads...
Good. Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
It's not my fault. There was nothing I could have done to help. I was frozen solid. I couldn't even open my mouth. I couldn't even get a peep out. They would have killed me if I'd said anything. I couldn't stop what happened. I'm not to blame.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz, and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushitz, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started?
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. Well, it was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do. That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Yeah. Yeah. Consider them.
Yeah.
Good health to you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it, then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. Good luck to you.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
Well, in the end, I tracked down the stable boy who fled in fear of his life, and for good reason, too. He put me on the trail of a crofter from Ujit with a limp.
And his name?
The boy didn't know him by name, only by sight. But if I ask around, I'm sure folk will know who limps and keeps peculiar company. Villagers like to gossip.
But what if he's not there? He could have fled, maybe even to Kuttenberg.
If I don't find him in Ujits, I'll ask around. Someone will know something about him.
All right. Better go to Ujits then. Find this limping footpad and get the names of the others out of him. They have to face justice for what they did. I want to see them hang. Then bring him to me in Mehoyed, and I'll decide on his fate.
Certainly, sir. Why choose Mehoyed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere, and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall, helpless to do anything about it. God be with you.
Good day to you.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, ma'am.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
But why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people, why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again. Good luck then.
Yeah.
My respects to
Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye?
Are we agreed?
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
God be with you.
Let's have a word about...
Sure.
Since it's you.
I'd almost...
That's a sum... I'd like to
Why not?
Is this enough?
Close.
That's a sum...
I've got everything you need.
Vegetables, fruit, apple.
God be with you.
Good luck then.
Let's have a word about...
Sure.
Good people, come up close
Here.
and have a smell.
Well...
Fresh bread. And pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink. And they say he has a hard time.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the Rattay tourney?
Henry.
Have you got a moment?
All right. What do you want to know?
How did you get me away from Skalitz?
It wasn't easy. Sir Robard and his men helped load you on a wagon and we harnessed an old nag the bandits had left behind. The soldiers escorted us all the way here, God bless them.
What about the bandits?
Sir Robard and his men routed them. They killed the few, but the giant who attacked you fled, and Zibishek with him. It won't be safe in Skalitz for a while yet.
Why would Zbyszek do that? I never thought much of him, but banditry?
He was always a nasty piece of work. Doesn't surprise me he joined them. If you knew what he did to me.
Tell me.
When those Cumans, they call them. When the Cumans came, Zbyszek pushed me out in front of them and fled. He sacrificed me to save his own hide.
That bastard! Where's the sword I had?
You had a sword? It's gone now. Those scum took everything, including your horse.
I don't give a damn about the horse. I stole it anyway. But my father forged that sword for Sir Radzig. I promised father I'd take it to him. I have to get it back.
Well, you can't. Just be thankful you're still alive.
What happened to the other survivors from Skalitz?
They sought refuge in Rattay, and some of the Rattay folk are none too happy about it.
And Matthew, Fritz and Matthias? Johanka, did they make it?
They're alive. I heard Matthias is at the stud farm in Merhoyed. Johanka is in Sasau, and Fritz and Matthew, well, you know them. They're up to no good somewhere. The only trouble they'll be in is of their own making.
What about Sir Radzig?
Sir Hanush, he's the Lord of Rattay. He gave his lower castle to Sir Radzig, a place called Perkstein. Sir Hanush lives at the upper castle. The Skalitz folk have made camp in front of it.
How did you get away from those Cumans?
You're wrong. If it hadn't been for you... When they came to the mill, they slaughtered everyone, and kept me for last. After you distracted them, I fled to the mines to find my brother, but he... My brother was dead, but I owe my life and more to you.
And I owe mine to you. The scales are balanced. I won't trouble you anymore. Let's leave it be.
I'd like to know...
So, how'd you like it in Rattay?
It's a big town with good strong walls, so I suppose we're safe here. And they took us in our hour of need, but for how much longer? They'll grow tired of us soon enough.
What do you think of the Lord here, Sir Hanush?
He comes from the glorious line of the Lords of Lipa. Folks say he's a bit hot-headed, but he took us in, so he must be a good Christian.
Who's this Sir Hans Capon?
He's actually the real Lord of Rattay, and Sir Hanush is only his guardian, because Sir Hans is underage and his father is dead. Folks say he's a spoilt young pup with an eye for the lasses.
How are the Skalitz folk getting on?
They're alive, that's the main thing. They have shelter, but they're just scraping by. Rattay's citizens aren't happy the town is full of beggars who don't look like leaving anytime soon.
Do you know anything about those Cuman rapists? About... you know.
They came to Hungary from God knows where, and now they... Well, folk tell awful stories about them. I hope I never see them again.
That's all. What actually happened to you in Skalitz? I mean, during the attack and... well, you know.
That's a long story. Not a very cheerful one. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
I do.
All right, then. It was a day like any other. Another ordinary day in my ordinary life. I awoke at first light, before the others. I like those kind of mornings best. When the first rays of sunshine quickly drive away the nighttime cold. Hello, you. Come here. And the breeze carries the scent of dew-covered grass and the bloom of spring. I wanted to get my chores done before the rest of the household was up. And this morning seemed made for that very purpose. Right, better get to work. I have to feed the hens, weed the garden, feed Tinker. I'd better get it all done before Papa is up.